Hello everybody, welcome! My name is Ursa, and ladies and gentlemen, look at this start. A sea, a featureless floodplain, no fresh water, just a inland sea, a 4 food tile with nothing else really around it that's that exciting. You might be forgiven for thinking this is a bit of a weird start, a bit of a lackluster start. Do we go over to the river to the north? Do I go to the river to the south? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I often say you should come to Discord for save files. This is one of those times. The Modlatsi Canyon. It may be slightly worse than Mount Roriyama, but it does give culture and science and +1 gold to any river tile in my empire that's at least breathtaking appeal. Come along to Discord and grab this save file for yourself. Because today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be taking Tokugawa to his absolute limit. Now, what are the rules of this engagement? A lakes map with these details, barb clans and secret societies modes on, deity and standard speed. So whilst there are only 6 players, the lakes map will give us a lot of space because it is landlocked. We need to go wide, we need to get chunky, we need to build trade routes. But most importantly, we need to pray that somehow we can survive all of these turns without hitting a barbarian or having our settler washed away by floodwaters. Both of these things I am very worried about. Please do not flood. Please do not flood. Now I'm playing Secret Societies mode because everyone knows that trade routes are really good with Tokugawa. Culture, science, and gold if you set up this intricate and wonderful domestic trade network, but people often think we should be going Owls of Minerva, put Gilded Vaults down, increase the number of trade routes we can get, but this is a lakes map and we're going to do something different today because I know what people say, oh, Secret Societies mode is really broken. Today we're playing the fun one. We're going Hermetic. Chaos. Chaos reigns. We're going for pure yields. Districts. Wonderment. Already you can see we have at least 1 ley line where we started. Nothing over here. No mods today boosting how many ley lines are on the map, so we are at the beck and call of the randomness of map generation. No matter. It's fine. How about this? People argue, should I settle turn 1 because of the snowball effect of getting your city to grow earlier with yields, or do I move a couple of turns to get a good spawn? How about a turn 5 settle? This tile is next to 2 of the canyon tiles, as well as, even better, being on a silk and fresh water. This is the ultimate Tokyo settle, and as you can see, we're reaching round, and there is wheat over here as well, and more silk over there. Perfect. Look at those yields. It's like we're playing Teddy. 6 science, 6 culture, well worth waiting till turn 5. Now all we need to do, ladies and gentlemen, is maximize it. Do I play religion today? Well, I want to get as many districts as I can, specifically in my trading hub. Trading hub for Tokugawa is any city where you build loads and loads of things that boost domestic routes and you send all of your routes to that big city, and then these yields are wonderful. And because of that, feed the world would be pretty good. But I always go feed the world. I always go religion with Japan. Today we're going to be playing Faithless Japan, even with an astrology start. I know. What's he doing? What mania is this? No, I'm going to be going straight to the campuses into commercial hubs. That's what we're going to be doing today. Although I will quickly go for animal husbandry. There are a couple of tiles around that might have sources of horses. This one in particular. But I do want to be working all of these tiles first. I don't even need the horses. Let's go pottery. Let's just work on growth. Why not? Monument? Ha! I don't need the culture. I am, if I could boldly say, a cultural chicken. Go for a scout instead. Let's unleash the cat armies upon the world. The reason I want to rush a scout particularly is because lakes maps are totally landlocked with a couple of lakes just scattered around in them, which means if I send 1 scout to the left, 1 scout to the right, I can normally meet everybody really quickly, and I can circumnavigate the globe in the ancient era. If we can do that, we can get all the era score we need to go monumentality, or free inquiry, which is probably what I'll end up going. We're going to go for the Giga Science start. Settling wide, going for science, ignoring faith. We are faithless. You can almost hear the techno beat now. We're so faithless, you could say that we are suffering from insomnia, which is a joke that no one will get if you don't know the works of Faithless. What an up-to-date reference, Ursa. God King. And you know what? We're going survey. Today I'm playing wild. We're doing crazy things. I'm going in all sorts of directions. Why not? Time for writing. This is a substantial amount of early game culture. I like this. This is good. There's more wheat over there. I'm thinking getting a watermill as a priority will be very important in this game. There's more wheat down there. All the food we could pick up if we just go down to Wheel. Might do that after getting my first campus. I don't need more science particularly. I am aware of this, but I would like like to get on great scientists as early as I can. Normally the AI is so good at picking these up. I never stand a chance. No, not today. Not today. Scout number 1, complete. That's going to go on to the right direction. Then we'll get scout number 2 to go left. No one saw it coming. It's a genius strategy. There's owls in Gazagamu. It's like this game was crying out for me to go a high Faith Owls of Minerva build, but no. No, Chaos Tokugawa. That's what we're doing today. I actually think we can get a really strong playthrough with Hermetic. People sleep on Hermetic Order. It's really powerful. The Alchemical Society, especially using the Menji restoration abilities to get crazy campus yields. It's so good, actually, already. And this is very early in the game, so this is undeniably going to fail as a concept, but I'm going to just put a bunch of pins down in the hope the game doesn't just ruin my fun. Look, it's a fidget spinner. I know there's a mountain there. But it's a fidget spinner. Question, is that a complicated enough setup for you? It's the double fidget spinner. We've made the cross. No, I don't think that's more complicated than it should be. I think that's absolutely going to happen and that strategic resources won't appear and ruin that immediately. No, of course it won't. Of course it won't. It's faith. That's what you've got to have here. Nothing but pointless and optimistic faith. Pachacuti, you have arrived at just the wrong time because I've just finished writing. But sure, hello. You're to my north. We should have plenty of space between us. I'm not too worried about this, and you like me +5 already. Why? Friendship? No? Delegation? I don't often send delegations this early, but that is so much happiness. I will be your friend. Oh, we're members of the same secret society. Another Hermetic Order. Amazing. It's not often that this early in the game we are beating the AI on yields, but that's exactly what's happening today, and I am all here for it. It's lovely. You might be thinking, why have I got 2 dams in my setup? I realized that this is 2 separate floodable rivers, so we can get a double dam setup here. That's very exciting. Whether we can pull this off or not, I don't know, but I would love to say that we could. Barbs everywhere, but not a drop to drink. Do I trade? I mean, this is a +4 campus. Do I trade that tile? No, look at the yields. I couldn't possibly. I think I'm going to put the campus on this tile. It's a really good tile, but it's +3 already. It would give me era score. I'd work another tile. Like, I've got other tiles around that I could work. It's just whether or not I chop it out. But for gold, I don't think it's worth it. We're just going to run with some momentum here. Campus, let's get the +3. Oh, it pains me slightly to remove that tile, but I've got other tiles. Don't worry. Inca is friends with us already. I'm actually quite pleased about that. So rare you get to genuine friends with the AI this early into the game. It's wonderful. Animal husbandry, and already, as you can see, the formation has already started to break down. This is exactly what I thought would happen. Never mind. Look, you can pray. You can be ambitious. You can pray. You can have nice ideas even if they never quite work out. That's not the point of hope. The point of hope is to cling wildly to ideas that may or may not appear in some way. That's what we're going to be doing today. I'm rushing Watermill. I'm sorry. This is too good an opportunity for me here. Would you believe, ladies and gentlemen, that on turn 22, that is our first tribal village. Hey, we've got population. That's huge for me because that means I can work another one of my amazing meaty tiles, although saying that, I don't actually have another one because some fool built over it, but never mind. I'll buy one for 90 gold whilst it's still cheap. This one's got 2 science, 2 culture, some food of the wheat boosts all of my yields. Yes, I know I'm getting early empire before I get 6 pop. I'm rushing the governor. We're rushing the governor here. Speaking of, there is early empire, and I'm going to be going for a Magnus start today, not Pingala. Pingala would be really good if I needed tons of science and culture. I do not. Instead, I need settlers, growth, and trade route food if I send trade routes to my giga capital, which is exactly what I want to do. I mean, I could Armani to... I'm going to Armani to... I've changed my mind already. When you have city-states where you have the meeting envoy bonus and nobody else is suzerain them, that's 2 era score each time, plus more era score if then you discover stuff around them when you get map visibility. It's too good an opportunity. We've got to go for it. I really want to take God King off as soon as I've got a Pantheon. I must say, this is proving annoying. Oh, I was just kicked out of Incan borders before I'd healed. Rude. They're just like, now we've had enough of you now. Don't ignore all of the bandages and the physical trauma that your unit has suffered. We don't need to worry about that. It's fine. Just off you go. Off you pop. So survey has finally paid off a little bit because I've got a level up with my scout. Again, it's my constant and wonderful mission in life to get as many level 3 scouts as we can. No, level 4 scouts in order to get ambush plus 20 combat strength. It's too good. I realize now that Inca are finally going to pay a load of money for my silk, so I think I am going to sell it. Not giving me any bonus at the moment, and what I would love to do is get a settler up as quickly as I can. 320 gold for that first settler. Then we could go and settle on top of some salt, probably, or some coffee. Actually, the coffee over here would probably be better. And then I could then sell that coffee to the Inca for more gold. It's a perpetual economy state. Gazagamu, bow to me. What have they revealed to me on the map? Very little, just that it's quite a cool city. All right, don't get comfortable, Armani. Your tour has only just begun. Cahokia time. Gobustan. Improved sources of oil accumulate 2 more resources per turn for any civilization that owns them. That is a late game improvement. Nubia, you will not be getting that benefit right now, but it is an honor to meet you nonetheless. Oh, look at all that experience as well. Double experience from finding a wonder, and wonder experience has been improved with the Terra Mirabilis mod I'm playing with today. Did I mention that? We're playing with this mod. I really like this mod at the moment. Probably guessed I'm using it. There we go. Terra Mirabilis. It changes all of the wonders. It puts more wonders in the game. It's given the map generation a real good, just sort of breath of fresh air for me. Having played just so many thousands of hours of this game now, it's lovely to see just different strategies. That is, just about to finish that campus. You rude sausage. Get out of here. 1 turn away. Look at that. Get out of here. Phoenicia, 4th person. Honor to meet you. Love to somebody hospitality. I'm going to need your open borders to get through, I believe. Oh, unless there's someone different. There's someone different in the north. Wow, that's a close start. Campus, finished. Era score, complete. State workforce, finished. It's all coming together. It's all coming together now. There's a lot of extra science per turn. Political philosophy is where we want to go. Now I want to start working on the beautiful Magnus. Here we go. Get in there, friend. Got to chop out a couple of tiles a little bit better. And more importantly, we're almost at the point where I can get settlers without losing any population, which is good because Tokyo has basically no food. Scotland. This might be one of the reasons why so many scientist points are being claimed already. Yep, Scotland's got some. Everyone's got a lot. Fine. Sometimes you look and think, I wonder if I'm the first person to get a pantheon, and then you see Nubia with 263 faith per turn, and you think, you know what? I think that might have been an optimistic thought. Never mind. Cahokia bows to me. You better bow to me, friend. All right, do I want mounds or do I want to be able to buy units cheap with encampment buildings? Neither of them are that exciting for me at the moment, to be absolutely honest with you. Etimananki's already finished. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't try and build that. I don't have the production for it. It would have gone immediately as I started to even just chop stuff down. Good thing we didn't go for it. Right, what do I want to do? Fertility rights might be quite handy here. City growth. I really need Tokyo to grow a little bit quicker, and I need this city to be up at population 19 or so in order to get all of the strategic districts I can down into it, because Bakuhan, international trade routes have a malus of 25% yield and tourism, but to compensate for that, domestic trade routes gain 1 culture, 1 science, and 2 gold for every specialty district at the destination. So Tokyo is not Tokyo. Tokyo is the destination, right? I'm going to name the city this just to really clear this up. Every district at the destination, trade routes to this city gain 1 science, 1 culture, 2 gold. So I need as many districts in this city as physically possible. On top of that, certain districts have increases to domestic trade routes. So for instance, the government plaza, 1 food, 1 production. The campus I have already built gives me 1 food. Up there as well is the diplomatic quarter, which I really need. 1 food, 1 production. We're going to build the destination up to be a trade hub. And in order to do that, we need the population of this city to be as high as possible. So that's why 10% city growth actually works out really well, especially because Magnus will give another 20%. So 30% overall, 50% if this city is ecstatic. That's up there. That's up there. Breathtaking appeal is also something that's quite good, but a lot of these tiles aren't as high as appeal as you might think. I would get 3 extra faith per turn. Faith's not that useful for me if I'm not going for a religion. Reeds and marshes I always go for, but this unfortunately is not desert floodplain. Strategics, I've got a few horses, so we could gain either from pastures, 1 culture, or 1 production, 1 faith from the source of horse. I think I'm going fertility rights. I've kind of argued it in my own head. It makes sense for me. A little bit of extra food growth, but more importantly, this builder is just going to really improve my early game economy as soon as I can get it out. Valletta, 3rd city-state. Again, wouldn't that be good if we'd gone faith, eh? Wouldn't that be good? You'd think we would have done Never mind. As the watermill is finishing, I'm actually just going to quickly rush through the government plaza. This is really nice for me because I get another governor. I can work Magnus as soon as possible, and the trade routes to this city are good. I'm just saving up to 320 gold, and I can buy the city. Jerusalem again. Good for faith, eh? Good for religion. Never mind. I tell you what I will do. If someone goes feed the world, I might go and grab it. I might go and take it from them and use it myself, as is normally the case with an Ursa playthrough. I do like feed the world. You know I like feed the world. It's because it's the best. People argue that it's not the best, but they're wrong. There's a man-at-arm barbarian already. Oh, you love barbarian mode at some point, don't you? It's a lot of fun. Either Babylon's in the game or we've got somebody technologically very far ahead. I mean, I'm in second on science and man-at-arms are in the game. So something's happening. It could be that someone just has 3 mines and therefore they've got the inspiration for it and that's kind of unlocked them all. Often that does happen. But yeah, weird. Very strange. I don't think my scout is getting out of this alive. That's a lot of man-at-arms. Oh, Scotland, what is happening to you? What have you done? What did you do to trigger this? I don't know. Oh, there we go. We've actually managed to get enough gold just by selling open borders here. I'll wait until the government plaza's in. I don't want to lose the population when I make the settler. That's too bad. Egypt. Hello, Egypt. You've given me a golden age. Honored to meet you. Let's exchange information on capitals. Sure. Why not? Why not? How much iron did we get on our spawn? Some. But we haven't had our setup ruined any further. I mean, there's no hills around here, so you'd hope it wouldn't. Still, good to know. Sometimes you just don't trust the game. That's all I'm saying on that. Sometimes you just don't trust the game to follow its own rules. Oh man, I've got to actually get some open borders from Scotland here. Let me through. Let me through. I don't know what problem you've started with the barbs here, Scotland. But this is not my fault. This is not my fight. Yeah, you can stand those warriors there if you want, but yeah, I thought that might happen. It's... What are you doing? Irrigation is boosted. Government. What are we going to go government? Great person points. Autocracy. I want to be able to grow my cities out. So either we go autocracy now and just have huge yields in my capital for all of the buildings I'm going to put down, or we just take the extra happiness from Classical Republic. Actually, that already makes me happy. That will increase the food growth. It'll increase all the yields. Easy choice. Easy choice. Classical Republic done. Get out of here, God King. Get out of here. Right. Diplomatic League, urban planning, agogi, colonization. This will be a good chunk of stuff, I think. Hopefully. Government Plaza complete. Magnus has provision. Let's just buy the settler in now. Invoice counters too. Actually, then we'll move to Valletta. Amani, off you pop. Thank you so much. Armar. Home at the Irish Pirates. Gonna wait 4 turns before circumnavigating the globe. 10 horses for 20 iron? Sure. And I'd double my resources and I don't have any of this. I'll take that deal. I was trying to be cheeky and move my build around. That is not going to happen. No. I probably should get some army now. I've been putting it off for long enough. Can I sell this iron? Yes, I can. Oh, the AI really wanted it. Fine. Let's see if I can purchase in some traders now. Not traders, slingers. They're kind of the same thing, except they trade rocks at a distance with great speed. This was my fault. This was my fault. All right, I'm going to lose my 1-charge builder. That's my Pantheon builder. Never mind. I'll build an army now. I traded an early game army for vast exploration, which I've done really well, and making sure that I get everything set up in the city. So overall, I'm pretty happy with how this start has gone. I don't regret the moves that I've taken at all. And now that new city pays for basically anything I want it to. Specifically, I'm going to get a trader. Can sell some source of horse. Yeah, there you go. Done. And Osaka, you have no housing. That is annoying. This trader will already be worth yield. Just solid and thick and wonderful yield. Archer time. Yeah. Sorry, Mr. Builder. You were a sacrifice I was very willing to make. I have no real gold and I have no real faith, so monumentality is not worth it. I'm not going to bother with a religion right now. I think all of the good... No, none of the good ones have gone. No one's actually got a religion yet. Maybe I could go for a religion, but I'm not going to. No, instead, I'm going to go through inquiry because I'm actually going to start building commercial hubs now. Extra science is always good. Commercial hubs will be basically my main job. And look at this route already. We've got 2 districts here. So that's why I've got 4 gold, 2 science, and 2 culture. And then I've got +2 food and +1 production from the other districts domestically that I've got. This is the start of something juicy and wonderful. There is currently currency as well, which means we're just going to immediately start getting this +3 commercial hub. It's not going to give me any era score, but it is next to a ley line. That's why I'm building it up here and not down on the river. I'm saving these juicy river tiles for my beautiful industrial zones. Too much. Japan needs everything. Japan can literally have it all, so it's always going to be a little bit confusing. Right, let's now circumnavigate the globe. Should I get the era score for doing that? Yeah, Haddington is just being razed to the floor by these horrendous barbarians. It's not your capital as well. You will regret whatever you did. Like, whatever you did to those barbs, you will regret it, like, without doubt. Do I want to samurai rush anyone? 48 strength. Very low iron cost. I could go and just invade Nubia, take all their cities for no reason. Do we do that? Tempting. When playing Japan, the question always is not whether you should samurai rush anyone, it's how much you should samurai rush someone. The letter bows to me. Of course you do. You gonna ruin my farm for me? Yeah, I thought you might. But look, I'm actually building an army now. Better late than never, eh? Better late than never. This is why a Gogi comes in really handy. Scotland wants to be a friend. Yeah, go on, man. These aren't alliances. I can break these later if I want. A little bit of spare gold. Oh, this barb clan literally last time was offering me an archer, and it's just switched to swordsman. I would like an archer. Archers are way better at tackling barbs. Fine. Probably better I save my gold anyway, but that's annoying. Right, I'm gonna go just hunt for my builder now. This is my big, overwhelming goal. Can Ursa find his original builder? Egypt was the tech leader all this time, by the way, not Babylon, with 47 science per turn. Yeah, lots of, it's probably only 2 campuses, just deity bonuses being deity bonuses. Circumnavigated globe. Excellent. Now my scouts are just gonna drift around and find as many tribal villages as we can. Look, my power's not weak, Egypt. You like me. Why would you insult me and then like me? Is this what happens when someone fancies you? They just insult you and then hope that you ask them out? It feels like a little bit of what this is. I'm not sure I like it. How do I say no? How do I object? Okay, Agogi, you have been helpful. I do like you. You're a wonderful thing, but I'm going to take discipline now. Please, can you give me some actual tribal villages? Hello, Brussels. Ooh, so Amar hasn't been claimed. Brussels hasn't been claimed. Armani tour is still on, and we're actually finding lots of cool stuff. The big prize here is this trader. We need to keep this trader safe. Speaking of, literally stand on it, please. 1 attack there, bam, and 1 attack there. Get away from us, barbs. You heathens, you fools. Never. Right, settle spam time. One thing I cannot fail to notice is that 2 separate city-states want a heavy chariot. So if I can get 2 envoys and actually they get doubled in, which one was it? Jerusalem. That'll be amazing. Thank you. Bam. Envoy ahoy. I so rarely build on this stuff as much as I should. Plus it helps me kill barbs. And that's good in itself. All right, barbs. Just sat in that lake shooting. I don't like you. You are mean. So I'm just going to whack Ancestral Hall in quickly. I would like the extra builders. 3 builders are always really, really good in Empire. Oh, thank goodness. We finally reached that stage where somebody is buying the Diplo favor. Oh, this is just generating from my government and the various city-states that I seem to be in control of at any one point. Give me the gold. Give me the gold. I need builders. I need to improve Osaka. I need to fix everything in Destination. It all needs improving, ladies and gentlemen. Everything's on fire. Now, I saw this little barb rush coming, so what I'm going to do is just block the way with a heavy chariot and then get this archer to fire over the top, and hopefully this will be enough to kill them all without me having to worry about a swordsman incursion into my lands. Yep, they attacked me, only did 24 damage, I healed 10 of it, and I'm now even more fortified than I was before. You're not getting through. Back off. And Inca single-handedly is now paying for all of my builders. Excellent. Osaka can finally grow. As we get another trade route in, I mean, we're going to start seeing a huge exodus, absolute exodus of settlers very, very soon. Oh, there's my builder. There it is. I see you. I see you. Just like Osaka, the channel could be supported with coffee. Actually, can it be? Anyone gonna buy my coffee? Oh, yes. 12 gold per ton. I'll even sell my silk. Oh, yeah. Let's just sell it all. Why not? Yosemite. Any owned forest tiles provides an additional appeal to adjacent plots. Oh, my goodness. That is a wonder. Yeah, fair play. Fair play. Yeah, it's gonna have a high appeal Cleopatra and Egypt build there. That's quite enviable. I like that. Okay, there are more barbs here than I would care to admit. That's not Not good. We might have to just pull back to defensive terrain and make sure they can't swamp me. Surplus logistics. Trade routes ending here. Provide extra food. Look at that. It's 5 food route now. We've got another chunk of growth in this city, which it just helps when you've got barely any food. Just a little bit extra to help the city grow. Natural philosophy. 5 extra science per turn. Don't mind if I do. Up to 31 now. Egypt's on 86, which is quite a frightening number. I can't lie, but it's all right. Don't worry. We'll be fine. We'll hold. Oh, my scout just got absolutely sliced to bits there by a random barb that appeared. That was actually healing, but it wasn't my high-level scout, luckily. They are still alive. Finding tons of ley lines in the north, but that's pretty cool. Right, commercial hub finished. We're now getting some merchant points, which is cool. Did we get the market up immediately? No, I'm going to finish this builder, and then we'll start just pumping settlers out of various cities now. Oh, that's just a wandering settler. Okay, I do want you. Yes, give me your settler. Time for a lumber mill. Production is now getting popped into destination. Amazing. Oh, here's the barb camp, and you've left yourself exposed. Amazing. I could take an immortal if I wanted to. Actually, that's a way of building up units that will become legion. I can see also up here there is a legion. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. The legion I could buy up to the north would help me to then get samurai later in the game. Yeah, I will take an immortal. I'm probably going to go and destroy that encampment soon, but an immortal is good fun. What's my next governor going to be? I think Pingala. We'll start building you up next. Goodbye, Barb Outpost. I need you gone. To say you have been annoying would be a total understatement. I am sick and tired of all of you barbs now. Very much so. Higher Legion. Look at this little mercenary army I've got going now. This is really cool. This is city number 3. Again, housing is not my specialty here, but we are looking for the long term because aqueducts will sort all of these problems out before you know it. We'll get the iron sorted. That'll give me iron working. We need ancient walls. There's a lot of cities that are rocking different things here just to make sure we get everything we need. Let's just work that commercial hub quickly. I do need the walls up. All of these boosts would be amazing. And now, I mean, look at this. We've got envoys everywhere, which means I guess I can take Diplomatic League out, but we might find someone new. So we'll keep it in for now. Brussels. Bam. Excellent. Just in case I want to produce anything towards wonders, now I can. And look, the builder's actually even returned to me. It's even just returned to me without even needing to go and get it. That's so sweet. Iron is now worked. Another swordsman. Yeah, we've got a lot of various pieces of standing army now. I am really beginning to think about an invasion of Nubia. I'm friends with everyone else on the map. They don't have much army, and if I can unlock samurai pretty soon with at least one great general, which nobody is really going for at the moment, this could be just a sweep. I could take another 5 cities instantaneously. I think that's where my heart is calling at the moment. That's what I want to do. Sometimes you just wake up in a day and you're like, you know what I need to do? Destroy Nubia. Just that inner Egyptian in me, I think. Engineering, finished. Right. Quickly, everyone, you don't need to finish them right now, but I need you to lock the aqueducts in because this is an essential part of my plan. I didn't want these districts disappearing because I discovered niter or the game makes up some other resource I've never heard of and goes, here you go. No, it's on that tile now. Your cities overflow with filth. I will make your cities overflow with filth. Thank you. My choice. If I want my cities to overflow with filth, I get to choose that. That's just my choice. So rude. So rude. More farms, improving all of these beautiful tiles now. That's good to see. Got another silk. The destination can work. It's 135 gold, but I've managed to pick up quite a decent economy just selling everything I can. Diplomatic favor, iron, horses, luxuries. Trade with the AI. Do it. Build up this crazy army, which, as you can see, comprises of 2 swordsmen, a legion, an immortal, 2 archers. It's not a complete army. I will stress that, but it's a pretty cool army nonetheless. My next city location, I'm going to actually start moving towards Nubia here. There's horses, iron, loads of salt, silk, all by Cahokia. It'll act as a bit of a staging post for my army as well, so that's where I'm beginning to head. I'm also going to stop selling my iron now. That is something that I would like to make sure I have in abundance, although I don't think I'll need it to upgrade to samurai because all of these units have iron built into them already, but some of them might need it. Another silk for my capital. Lovely stuff. Actually, we're almost about to finish the aqueduct here as well. We might get a dark age if we're not careful here. This is 10 turns. We need 3 points to get to normal age, 17 points to get to a golden age. Oh, that's quite a lot of points. All right, we'll see what we can do, but that's a little frightening. The forward base is already almost set up. What religion will I be taking over? Choral music. I like Phoenicia's religion more. That is feed the world. Maybe we can get a bit of feed of world if we are lucky. Bengala, treat ourselves to some connoisseur, thank you. And we now have another trade route as well. Oh yes, let's start to get these up now. Trader number 2, I look forward to meeting you. Samurai, oh yeah, powerful units. Actually, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to get some encampments out now. Not something I thought I would be prioritizing, but I would love it if I could generate some great general points, especially as there's one classical era general left and we can get Bengala making double points. That'll be pretty useful. Cannot tell you how much more easy it is to attack with a great general. It's so much easier. This samurai rush is going to be pretty brutal. Attacking in a Dark Age, by the way, in itself is not a bad problem. That's actually okay because there are some policy cards we can take that might make this attack even more effective than it could be. There's some good stuff here. There's some really good stuff here. I mean, if I take a normal age, it won't be anywhere near as bad, so that's good in itself. But we shall see. Destination, 5 food. Look at all these yields. I mean, this city's barely growing. Speaking of, let's stop that for a second. The diplomatic quarter is the next one we want to get up. A food, a production, and of course, all the more yields as well. Now, I really want this next to my city because I now get a 3 envoy, but the problem with that is that this is a really good tile that I'm working at the moment, so I might just pop it here, forego the envoy, or pop it up here to make the campus better. Let's do that. Yeah, the envoy right now is not as interesting to me. It does mean as well that spies wouldn't be as effective on the city center, but Magnus isn't as much of a threat. Like, I'm okay with that. We can counter spy if we need to, if I have to. Rather not engage in spying, but if I have to do it, I will. There is another city. Here's another mine. We can get a 3rd mine down next turn, boost industrialization. No, apprenticeship. That's what I'm boosting. One of them. Whatever I'm boosting, it's lovely. Here's the mine. There's apprenticeship. Watch these trade routes. Look at the yields as I finish the turn. Diplomatic League says, bam, more yields. Extra yields everywhere. The consulate would actually give me 2 production on settlers now, which would be quite a nice pickup, but I'll just keep purchasing or keep grinding settlers out for a second. We've hit the normal age. I'm not going to try and go for a golden age. It's all good. I'll go golden next time. Honestly, none of the golden ages that we could get are really going to be that good for me right now. Because when I look to settle, what I should be looking for now are not just luxuries, but also ley lines. So let's try and find all the ley lines and get some really, really good adjacencies going. So we'll settle a city there. There's one up here as well. We'll go and just take this one. Collect them all. We must. We've got 1,000 gold, 1,100 gold, I should say, and 2 turns until the next era. Good. That means we can now go Boudica, a great general. We can roll this forward as well, which means we'll get another classical era, which means we'll get 2, luckily, and the war weariness reduction. Great general is a good one. Denounce Nubia. I reckon we've got a little bit of time to do that. We're almost ready to charge because next turn, lots of fun things happen. First of all, we begin the medieval era. There's a little bit of science because our commercial hubs are not giving it to us anymore, but we've unlocked a dam, we've unlocked samurai, and we've now got another dedication. I think I'm going to dedicate 3 inquiry again because those inspirations are the easiest to pick up, I believe. Then these cities are going to just very quickly, if I can lock in a dam, you know I'm going to lock in a dam because I do not trust these things at all. We're going to see what sort of upgrade. Okay, swordsman is 150 gold, legions 110, immortals 130. These are not expensive upgrades. This is perfect. All right, sell everything. Everything must be sold. I need as much gold as I can. Ta-da! Oh, it's a very cool 48 strength unit with a great general, 52 strength. I've also got the classical republic card here. So what I'm going to do is change government to oligarchy. Now, Republican legacy's fun, but we've still got colonization. We've still got natural philosophy. We'll go now for limes and conscription, but this gives my samurai another 4 combat strength. So we're looking at 57 strength at the moment. I'm not saying it's unbeatable, but I am saying it would be pretty tricky to deny us victory right now. Okay, let's get ready to go. What age is Nubia in, by the way? Normal age. We haven't even got to worry about loyalty too much. Let's get military tradition, military training. I might put the pillage card in. Pillage. It's often very good. Oh, Sahara. Cities are immune to dust storms. Oh, that's one I want. Such a good ability. Producing units is half price. I'd love that if we could do it, and double points towards generals. I'm not going to win this vote. I'm Tokugawa. I don't mind what other people vote. Minus 50% production. Yeah. Okay. It might mean that Nubia makes their own unit. units, but given how powerful mine are, I'm not too worried about that. Legion, upgraded. Mexico City. Oh, that's a good city-state to meet. I like that. I will throw an envoy into you. There you go. All 4 samurai ready to go. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Clint Hennis, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Skeptical Bear, Cinnamon Beard, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Beret, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Deeble Time, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Dr. Bobby, Polar Wallabear, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Victor McPupster, Indigenous 68, Technology Poet, Teddy's Ursa, Zaf, Barnaby Rex, Sharky Bates, Charlie Bears, Flying Dutch Burbs, Nate the Great, Alex Frost, Joseph Biancani, Interplanet Janet, Mr. Awesome, Frankincense Battlezord, Sleepy Lab, Bookaluk79. Thank you everyone for your support. See you all in the next video. Goodbye!